It's 5 trivia questions on Dylan McKay from Beverly Hills 90210 is picked by Sarah McKavetz. This is Trivia with Buds. Welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show. If you like trivia, you're in the right place. We do this show every single day, even late in the day, like today at 10:45 Pacific time in the evening when I'm posting this episode. Had a really busy day, and I'm just getting around to it now. And I wrote this episode the other day, the 5 questions on Dylan McKay from 90210 is picked by my friend Sarah McKavetz over on patreon.com/trivia with buds. She joined up. She's one of the OG Patreon subscribers, and she's at the $5 or more tier, so she gets to pick a topic that I do monthly. This one goes all the way back to the month of March. So I'm a few months behind, but it's one of the last ones from March that I still have to do, and we're doing it today. I grew up watching this show quite a bit, and I think Sarah listened when I did a 90210 episode and said, hey, we came across the show, and we really like this episode because we like that show. So thank you, Sarah, for your continued friendship and patronage. And if you guys want to join, if you're listening, if you're brand new to the show and you want to pick a topic that I'm going to get to at some point in the next few months, go to patreon.com/trivia with buds and sign up. Had a real busy day. Did a awesome company party with a company called Fresh Cut Creative. They do all the trailers for different TV shows you see on NBC and CBS, a lot of the Chicago dramas like Chicago Fire and PD and Med and all that kind of stuff. They kind of cut those together. And we did a party with them last year at the same restaurant, and really good dinner, really good people, and tons of fun. So that was pretty cool. And then I had 4 trivia nights running with my other locations that run every single week at Pocock Brewing Company in Santa Clarita, California, Last Name Brewing Company in Upland, California, First Class Pizza in Riverside, California, and Turnbull's Tavern down in Whittier, California. So thank you to Jeremy, Ashley, and Cam and Manny for running those for me while I was doing that party with Fresh Cut. It's a fun job, it's a fun life, and I'm glad I get to live it. And it's thanks to listeners like you that keep this show going every single day. So thanks for your continued support and patronage. We're going to jump right into this episode. And if you want to play live trivia with me, go to triviawithbuds.com. See all the different locations you can come check out. And let's just do it. Let's just jump into this thing on 90210. Here we go. All right, some 90210 trivia for you, specifically all about Dylan McKay. I believe Sarah picked this topic right when Luke Perry died, so we're still thinking about him a couple months later. Here we go with question number 1 on Dylan McKay from 90210. Early in the series, when dating Brenda, where does Dylan take Brenda on a trip that her father disapproves of? Question number 1, early in the series, when dating Brenda, where does Dylan take Brenda on a trip that her father disapproves of? Question number 1. Question number 2, at one point, Dylan and Kelly compete in a doubles version of what sport on an episode? What sport do they compete in a doubles version of on the show? Question number 2, Dylan and Kelly, what sport? Question number 3, Dylan eventually sleeps with a character named Valerie Malone. What actress plays Valerie? Number 3, Dylan sleeps with Valerie Malone. Who plays Valerie? Question number 4, at the end of season 6, before Luke Perry's big time off from the show, what drug is he seen buying in his last season? Question number 4, what drug does he buy at the end of season 6? And question number 5, who does Dylan kiss on the series finale of the original series Beverly Hills 90210? Question 5, who does Dylan kiss on the series finale of the original series? All right, those are your very specific questions on Dylan McKay from 90210. We'll be right back in just a second with the answers. All right, here we go with the answers to Dylan McKay. This was always a character I looked up to as I watched the show growing up because he reminded me of my older brother Scott, who still probably thinks he looks and acts just as cool as Dylan McKay did, but let's be honest, he doesn't. Question number 1, early in the series when dating Brenda, where does Dylan take Brenda on a trip that her father disapproves of? Old Jim Walsh gets mad at Dylan for taking her to Mexico, brings her across the border, and he says, if you see that Dylan again, you're banned from this house or something. And then she does, and then she moves in with him. I know too much about this show. Question number 2, at one point, Dylan and Kelly compete in a doubles version of what sport? That would be beach volleyball. They team up. When Shannon Doherty left the show for a bit, I believe, or maybe she was just on a break, she goes on a trip or something to France, and they're on like a little break or something, and then he starts seeing Kelly, and one of their early connections is on this beach volleyball game. Question number 3, Dylan eventually sleeps with a character named Valerie Malone, who plays Valerie. That's Tiffany Amber Thiessen, Kelly Kapowski. From Saved by the Bell. They should have just made her Kelly Kapowski. That would be kind of cool. They just took that character and said, like, now she's on 90210. That would probably have been better. Question number 4, at the end of season 6, before Luke Perry's big time off from the show, he's seen buying heroin on the show, which would have been sad if he didn't come back. It was just like, yeah, his character bought heroin, and that was the last we saw of him. But he comes back. He was off 7 and 8. So season 6, he was on the show till season 6, then he was off 7 and 8 and 9, and then he came back for 10, I think, like something like that. And number 5, who does Dylan kiss on the series finale of the original series? It is Kelly. Him and Kelly kiss on the series finale of the show. Sarah, let me know if you got all 5 of those correct. Other people that like this show, it's not always 90210 based. So if you're like, what the hell was this today? This was just for Sarah and anybody else who happens to like Dylan McKay. You can check out over 450 other episodes of the show. If you scroll in the feed, you could see all the different topics and fun stuff that's going on the show, in the history of the show. And we're on 331 days in a row of doing this podcast. Coming up on the big year, we'll have to do something really cool, something epic for the big 365. We'll have to figure out what that is. When will that be? 30 days from now? Oh shit, that's coming up quick. So let's see. That'll be June something? June or early July? I don't know, something like that. If you want to leave a review, that would be cool to help get more eyes on the show. Leave a nice 5-star review over on iTunes. And if you play live trivia with me, I'm always looking for Yelp reviews. Just got a really nice new one from a girl named Crystal, who I did a party for over in the Marina Del Rey area. And Crystal said, hey, can you come do like a party for my boyfriend? He's turning 40 and he loves movies and a lot of nerdy stuff. And she gave me all the topics. I'm like, this is like I'm doing a party for myself. Of course I'll come do this. So here's what Crystal said in a review today. 5 stars. Trivia with Buds is a blast. We recently had Ryan for a birthday party of about 20 people, and he did a great job catering the questions to my birthday boy's interests. Spoiler alert, Ryan's great with nerdy pop culture. Everyone at the party had a blast, and hello, how can you not love winning prizes like Roadhouse pins? Super professional, easy to work with. Can't recommend enough. Hire Ryan Buds. So thank you so much, Crystal, if you listen to the show, and thank you guys for leaving reviews like that help me get more work every single day. Go to triviawithbuds.com and get some tickets to our Harry Potter show coming up on Friday, May 31st from 7 to 9 p.m. 67 tickets sold. Only about 33 remain. Would love to see you in Upland, California at Last Name Brewing. Go to the website, click the banner at the top. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.